Oh, good morning, Yo-Yo. Good morning. Good morning, Gina. Good morning. Good morning. This is just a really quick one. I got a problem and I got an opinion. I have an opinion. Hi, Claudine. I'm feeling a little bit better, girl, with the saline not so rinse and on amoxicillin, so to kick the infection. But I'm feeling better. I can smell. I can smell now, and so feeling a lot better, girl. No more a little pressure. It's just very mild. Kind of comes like when the medicine wears off, but I'm on it for 7 days, so we'll see how that pans out with the pressure in my head. But other than that, I feel okay. I feel okay. No YouTube it yesterday, no YouTube the day before, because I realized, well, watching some of the channels, it was triggering my headaches, girl. It was triggering my headaches, and I'm like you, Claudine, girl. I'm so sensitive to bullshit. It don't make no sense when you literally just hear the bullshit, when you hear contradictorial information from people, and some days I have to be like, huh, man, get the fuck on, and it's crazy though. Did y'all see I made it to Book 'em Live yesterday from my post on my community board? And wasn't the stank puss or the stank tooth and all this shit. You still got a nigga talking about a teeth. Who got the most fucked up teeth ever out here that I done seen on YouTube. Good morning, Ashley, Miss Fat. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, ladies. But I'm going to try to finish watching the one live that is associated with my title about the couches and the shoes, and you did this and you did that, right? And hey, Queen. And I watch all of the people, with the comment. And in just my opinion, I truly believe that if the supporters, the real supporters for Mr. Kelly, that's just my opinion, would leave all the pettyville behind and you ride a nigga ass. The only way you can break a nigga is by sticking to the subject at hand. And the subject at hand was the transferring of those freaking emails. But when I, tune into a chat and I get to hearing about, oh, well, you bought a couch and you bought some shoes or you bought some Twinkies and shit, all that shit is just irrelevant. You understand what I'm saying? And it makes you lose focus of really bringing down, applying the pressure on the guy or the female of the subject at hand. It really does, right? Because now the guy that should be getting the pressure or the female that should be getting the pressure is only subjected to just sit back and laugh at you because they know that they've made you lose focus on some shit. And that's just flabbergasts me. Like, we got so many alleged smart ass people, right? Including, oh, I'm gonna get to that part. Hold on. I got about 10 minutes. I'm gonna give y'all 10 minutes. But to see a lot of your culture, your black people who, is allegedly searching for the truth and trying to pan out, some more discovery that is factual. It's like everybody veers off to the left, and exactly deflection. But and I understand you because I do it, the old shits and giggles channel and the mockery and and the bashing and shit like that, because I'll do that shit. But however, when you get a moment to actually sit with a person that is clearly has been brought up in documented paperwork for a pre-existing trial that went on, right? It's like there's your target. What the fuck is you asking this motherfucker about a goddamn couch? What the fuck? There's nothing fucking illegal about taking anybody fucking shopping. So you got to know how to differentiate about shit like that, right? So they says that, well, you did all the fucking tampering with witnesses, with the star witness of this case. Those should be the only badgering freaking analytics about and or to that boy, which is the subject, right? You never seen Cousin Levi come out and talk about, oh, well, well, you did this and you did that. You never seen that, right? Bookham tried to do it. This slow motherfucker sits over there. I watched a little bit of his shit this morning. Tell myself, oh, well, I got to read this. You got to read it. That goddamn paperwork been the highlight, was an episode of a highlighted topic out here. How the fuck you got to read that? Oh, I forgot. He was so mad at Sylvia and other channels that was actually reading it and putting it out that he allowed that to just go over his head. He slept through that episode. Get the fuck out of here. He knows all about that. He just wants to take the accolades for that. So he's going to come back and read what everybody done heard or have the paperwork on. How is it that his slow ass ain't got the paperwork made on something major like that with the Sean Mondelez and the criminal activity that Drunken Larry did? Why in the hell did that boy sit over there like he was surprised? Oh, I didn't know. You did. Y'all have no idea how. Yeah, sorry, you guys. I had a phone call, cut me off, and I should have ignored that one. Yeah, I'll get back to that call. But you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute, dude. Is you slow or is you fast? Which one is it? Because it looks real goofy for 1 minute that your people, this motherfucker sits over there and wants to portray that he's so goddamn smart, right, with some shit, but then come out to my, oh, I missed that part. That goddamn paperwork ran a whole damn week. He was so busy, and not to call out, this guy's name, but he was so busy targeting and doing fights and shit with the Scooby-Doo and the DJ Tyson and everybody else. How the hell he missed that paperwork about Drunken Larry and the criminal activity with Synchrony Bank? How did he miss that? Well, let me guess. Was too busy up in his ass and protecting the allegedly the scheme and the scam ass shit that they were doing. That just behooves me. How? Somebody please answer that question for me. How in the hell did his fat nosy motherfucking ass miss that damn episode? How? He wasn't at work. He wasn't at work. He wasn't in the pulpit either. So what the fuck? He just slept right through that. Hell, even his homegirl, Kaleidoscope, could have said, well, nah, dude, we done did that. Hell, I ain't even see her really put no shit up about that, though. You said he wasn't too busy. He was going to speak on Tay-Tay. Amen. He wasn't. He never, ever, ever had any freaking intentions on talking about that paperwork. But now, since this whole Amigos team has weakened up a little bit where they come out against each other, he may feel like he got to jump ahead of the game now. And now you want to bring out Deshaun Mondelez. He was eating corn. He was somewhere eating. So I had to laugh at that. Then I had to get off because Bookham contradicts himself to the highest power of contradiction. And I don't even know if he does he realize this? Does he realize that when he speaks in third tongue to imply that, oh, well, these mother suckers did X, Y, Z, Z, Z. Like, do he even know that he did that shit too? Does he even realize that? And that's the part that's just crazy. Man, y'all, and so my headache, Claudine, I felt the pressure again, girl, because my mouth, I'm like you, Claudine, I'm like a lot of y'all, right? When the bullshit arises, like, okay, this ain't none of my business, but sometimes I be like, man, I can't hold my mule. I'm allergic to fucking bullshit. And I pray over my mouth and I pray over my steps being ordered, right? But I'd be like, okay, God, please order this step, because you know I got to speak on this old contradicting lying ass fat tart, and that's just what it is, right? So, but back to the beginning, right? So I just kind of peeped in, right? Because I don't like that bitch, and that's just what it is. Because that bitch kept up a whole damn near yearly of a bunch of bullshit about a motherfucking nigga, and Pap ain't never starving or thirsty or anything for a goddamn nigga. I holds my fucking own pretty much, and I do it very fucking well. I've come out here original, authentic as can possibly be. There's no need for me to be on here to lie or to do this. It's just a need for me for not to be on here. I can't be on here with a lot of my personal life, and I talk about that all the time. It's just like you guys. A lot of y'all personal lives are just not on YouTube. So, and that's just that. But I'm sitting up here and I'm like, okay, here we go. Back on the scene, with the panel thing again, and it is what it is, and people are entitled to do so. But I'm gonna tell y'all about me. I follow association, and that's just that. And I don't give a fuck who don't fucking like it. I follow what's toxic, and I said it before, long time ago. If a motherfucker touching toxic, you become fucking toxic. You become involved in the whole hypocrisy and the game plays and fucked up narratives and all that shit. And with all of that, the trust just be gone. It done. Finado done, But I follow all this shit, right? And you have to stay on top of it. Good morning to everybody. Child, look, Mac. Good morning, Melissa. All of y'all, sweetheart and Capricorn. Good morning, Angie. I ain't down. Never will be down. Once I realize the type of association that people have, I'm going to always stand. Because this is why I came out for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly. And if I know, and if I feel like it, if I have heard it, that you did X, Y, and Z, I ain't touching you. That means if you done been on the phone with them, you done emailed the opposites, you done did, even if you look like you favor in the fuck of the opposite, I ain't coming to fucking chit-chat with your motherfucking ass. It ain't shit for us to chit-chat about. It ain't shit for me to debate with you about. I don't need your persuasion. I don't want to look inside your fucking mirror. I don't want to hear your fucking opinions about it, because my mind is fucking made up. The dialogues for me behooves the fucks out of me. I ain't gonna even lie. Irritates my motherfucking ass. I be over here, Claudine, with all kind of fucked up motherfucking faces. I ain't lying. I be like, what in the fuck? What in the fuck? Nobody will ever know the association motives of these people. You will never know. So what is it to gain to actually listen? To listen. I fucks with that damn Booker motherfucker. That nigga cracks me the fuck up with his bullshit. But Pap don't ever plan on having no motherfucking association with, I kid y'all not, with none of these motherfuckers. And I stand on that. None. Because I stand on why I came out here. And that's just that. But listening to briefly of the panel, and I'm listening to the questions about, the couches or the shoes and this or that. Drunken Larry is having a motherfucking field day with this shit, because he already knows that the Kale side can't stay on fucking topic. You can't find, I'm just using you in general. That's it. These people can't find how to stay on the fucking subject. You got the nigga right in the palm of your hand. And as long as that nigga is not addressing the fact of the transferring of fucking emails, to get him to feather up, fold, then you ain't doing a motherfucking thing but running your fucking mouth. Because that's what Mr. Kelly is trying to get to the fucking bottom of. So all the little small chit chat about, oh, this or that, and then this nigga comes back with a motherfucking a joke on their asses and sit back there and fucking laugh. It just behooves me because they continuously give that nigga the upper hand. Period. Am I gonna do it? Hell motherfucker no. I don't even give no fuck no more like that, right? I know what the fuck I support. I know where the fucking lane it is that I'm supposed to stay in. But I'm just talking about all of the different people that you have seen to associate. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, full of it? What's going on, Miss Brown? Sugar, love you, boo. Love you, boo. So, I just sit back and I just be laughing, and it's just be one word. I'll be over here with wow. 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 And I can say what the fuck I want to say, especially about that, that motherfucking bitch over there. Cause her motive is from what I'm looking at, some motherfucking type of same thing that Bookham has, that motherfucking disassociation anxiety. That bitch thrives off the fact that it's to be around these people, to allow this type of bullshit, when it clearly, in my fucking vision, in my perception, right, who the fuck she favors with. It's been clear since day motherfucking one, unless she's been pulling her motherfucking bullshit over Drunken Larry eyes or over Levi eyes. Oh, well, I can be, and I don't give a fuck if I am busting some shit loose or who I shouldn't be saying that. I don't care. Go to work, girl. Love you. I talk to you. And you know what I'm saying? Like, the games that these people play in front of everybody fucking eyes that support this man, this shit is fucking sickening. Sickening as I don't know what. When I'm sitting here and I can literally count the same amount of people that you all can count that has done absolutely fucking nothing for that man. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. So I sit up and I be like, well, okay, why this debate? The truth has not been out since 2019. If it was going to come out, it would have been out by now. But the only way to get it out is for the Chaos team to actually really stand their ground and stop fucking with the fucking opposite. Stop wanting to hear what the fuck they got to say if they're not going to sit here and starting to admit or fold. Because they're not. They're fucking not. They're not. But, I understand. This is YouTube. Let's get the panels going. Let's get the discussions going. Let's tell the if and if, the buts, the who's and the whys and all that. That's why I come out here and I have shits and giggles. And that is why I laugh at this shit. But for most of you women out there, and as long as I've been on this freaking microphone, I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all have pretty much figured out my tone for the support of Mr. Kelly. I'm pretty sure you guys have, and I take it very, very seriously because this man's case was a very, very sensitive, nationwide freaking case. And the shit that we get to sit out here and to watch and to allow people, well, ain't nothing you can do about it because people have the right to say what the fuck you want to say. But what I mean is to engage in it, right? That shit is just fucked up, man. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. It's so fucked up. I'll be out here like, wow. And there's another reason, because I hear people that say, well, Mr. Kelly ain't never getting out. Well, if you leave it to his fucking supporters out here, that might be true. because they don't know how to separate themselves from the people that keep saying he ain't never getting out. It takes a strong goddamn team to stick together to overwhelm their ass with he is getting out. But they rather sit there and hear somebody say, like, he ain't never getting out. Like, what the fuck? You go way the fuck over there with your people and say that fucking shit. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. The shit it's really crazy. It's really crazy. I always say, boy, if a lot of y'all pretty much knew what the fuck I know, man. But there's my wormhole, and I stand on integrity, and I have to put it in the wormhole because at the end of the road, it'll all be pretty much figured out. It really would. It really would. But the shit that I know, I'd be shaking my motherfucking head, and I'd be sitting back laughing. The joke ain't never gonna be on path. Never, never. No, but I watched it. Half of the bullshit. But they keep giving Drunken Larry the avenue to come out with his distractions and with his buffale, because he never is going to give a fuck about what the team kills person says. He is never the type of person that, because he has that criminal background behind him, right? He's never going to fold. He's never going to fold. Never. The KL support group is too fucking small to even stay on the subject at hand. Did you do it or did you not? Well, nigga, we ain't fucking with you till you do. Did you do it or did you not? Do you have it? When it all is said and done, out of all of these people that you guys are seeing talking, right? Name one of them that is able to go and put their foot down on Miss Cruz, to the BOP officer, huh? Who's gonna take that motherfucking road, huh? Who's gonna actually locate Miss A and start, doing their little private investigation and stumbling across some connections of fucking emails with Tasha K. It said in the paperwork they recovered the hard drive. They did this. They did the search warrant. They did this. They did X, Y, and Z, LMNOP to Tasha K over there. What happened behind that? What happened behind that? What happened? So the last resort for the population people for the out here is, well, we're just gonna sit around and we're just gonna talk about it. We're just gonna talk about it. I don't overstep. I'm sitting here just waiting on all of these people that says that they doing this and they know that and they did this and they did that to get Mr. Kelly out of jail. All this motherfucking talking. Go get him out. Why is it you wasting the time to sit and have an association motherfucked up ass fucking party, right? Big ass fucking party. You wasting time. You're wasting time. Yeah. Booker, I'm sorry. That nigga is so fucking full of shit. It's fucking pathetic. It's pathetic. I wanted to get into what I say, 10 minutes. I'm do 5 more because I ain't even finna be late. But I'm listening to advice on a relationship level, right? I listen to that shit, right? Y'all better ask yourself, if a motherfucker got so much clarity in giving you motherfucking advice on fucking relationships, what the length is they motherfucking relationship? Why half of these motherfuckers ain't got no 30-year marriage in? What caused these motherfuckers to be divorced or broken up or living sick? What? Can't nobody give me no motherfucking advice unless you live in a motherfucking 50-year anniversary with your motherfucking man or your fucking woman. I ain't listen to you. The fuck? That tells me something where your shit's all fucked up. I be listening to this motherfucking shit out here like, what? The fuck? Can't no motherfucking criminal give me no motherfucking advice. None. You can't give me no motherfucking advice. You can't go, just because you have had your motherfucking experience and you were able to do this and you done served your time and you done came out, who the fuck are you to think that you could just lay down some goddamn advice to me? You can't tell me how to make or save or do nothing with no motherfucking money. You can't do nothing. The only advice that a criminal can give you is to teach your ass how to be a motherfucking criminal. That's just it. That's just it. But I watch and I listen to all these people. Like Drunken Larry got on his community board where this is how or what y'all could do to help R. Kelly. And who the fuck is listening to this motherfucking nigga when he needed to reverse that shit up and took his own fucking advice that he's trying to give to motherfuckers that ain't even in fucking trouble. He put out there that if you guys would have not had a party bus, or if you wouldn't have went down there dressing like bums and you wouldn't have did that, can't you see that this nigga is just as phony as a motherfucking two-headed ass nickel on both sides, one on each side, two heads? Are you fucking kidding me? Good morning, Chi-Town. It's just crazy. Nobody like that. If anything, yeah, the motherfucker should have been commenting back, saying, "Man, use your own advice on your own motherfucker self. Your shit is fucked up." You got people out here that would take that type of kind of advice and won't even listen to the advice or the quotes or the notations or whatever that's in the fucking Bible. Shit's fucked up. Yeah, he's proud of it. It does not affect me. And he tells you he lived the best of both worlds. He done spent up to $1 million on X, Y, and Z. But somehow he's able to capture the brainiacs out here to come up into a motherfucking debate with his ass. Ain't shit to debate. Your ass on over there. This is two sides of the fucking street. The criminal side and the decent people side. I want to listen to the decent people advice. I want to listen to those type of people. Fucking listen, this nigga, this criminal got more motherfucking suggestions in the fucking world, not knowing that all of those fucking suggestions probably would have kept your ass out of trouble. But because of being desperate and hunger for money, you got yourself caught up. It is what the fuck it is. Everybody in the fucking world should know once you become a fucking felony how fucking hard it is. And a felony usually are the most desperate ass people in the world to scam, to manipulate, and all that fucking shit on people. They're the first motherfucking ones. Because they realize the rest of their lives are not going to be as easy and productive as yours. No. They don't find some type of way to slither themselves up in between to get whatever the fuck they want by any means motherfucking necessary. Any means necessary. But that's just that. You just have to be motherfucking on your toes, about that. When you start hearing, the way that they talk. Bookham has this way that he talks. This is gonna move me into my next 5-minute goddamn subject that I want to talk about. I want to talk about how we stand out here and we talk about the protection, or like I do. I say I love to fight for my women. I do. I love to fight for my women. But this kind of associates with the relationship thing too as well, right? And how we will never get it together. We will never get it together, right? When the attacks went on between Randa and Bookham, right? You have some women that's on another show, right? And they all screaming about how, no man should be attacking a woman, and you would never call them a bitch, or the bitch and a bitch and a bitch. And this is just the seed that we try to plant out here for men behavior over a woman, even though we do have a lot of women that can be obnoxious and atrocious, right? We get that, right? But what is still a standard for a man? Should a man walk away and say, hey, I'm not going to deal with this, because we know at the end of the day, a man most likely, can overpower a woman when it comes to fist fighting and things like that, right? We understand that. But let's jump over here, and when you look into Bookham's chat, right, it's dominated with females. And when you start hearing Bookham sit up there with the bitches and the hoes and I'ma kill you and I'ma fuck you up, who is it condoned by? It's condoned by the females. But those females cannot separate themselves from that because the unlikeness of the other female that he's arguing with. So you tell me how the hell are you going to try to be counterproductive in fixing a situation like that? It's never going to fucking happen. It's never going to fucking happen. All of those women condone that no matter what. So I sit back here and I try not to struggle with it, but then I struggle with it because, like I said, I love to fight for my females, right? When right is right. But at the same time, how do let's just say for an example, one of those females get into a horrible situation, and I actually may know this female. I have a hard problem helping that female because that female condoned the behavior of that type of person, of a man. I'll have a problem with that, because that person can't open his eyes and see that, okay, they're just having a little bit of a beef that's going on, about the baby and about this and about that, right? However, I'm able to still set aside, say, well, okay, I get it. But at some point, as a female, it's like, book them and you hold your mule on that because there's standards that is the seed that people are trying to plant out here that still a man shouldn't still be, doing that to a female. But in Bookham eyes, it don't give a fuck. And, according to the comment that I got not too long ago, it was saying that, hell, what she say? Disrespect is met with disrespect. And I don't know, maybe I'm just a different breed. Because as I'm reading that comment, I never responded to it. And it was Skylife. I never responded to her. Not at all. Why? So I find that to be totally fucking false. It's false because you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. I could have went in that comment with that disrespectful ass comment that was left, that I may have felt that it was disrespectful to me. But see, I know how to slowly speak and quick to listen and make sound fucking judgments. Now, I could have took every opportunity to say, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to hit her back on this and we can just go back and forth on this. But first, I'm a thinker first. Is it necessary? Where is it going to get me? What am I going to get out of this? And if I'd have responded to that, we'd have got nothing. Been two goddamn sound ass bitches with loud motherfucking mouths in the fucking comments going back and forth over the fuck for what? Because you had an opinion and I had an opinion. But I say this to say our female shit is all fucked up. The majority of the females out here follows behind the majority of most of the men that are on the fucking mic that is talking clearly bullshit to you. Bullshit. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Shout out to Rated R. I am enjoying his freaking commentary. I get to sit over there and laugh at him. And guess what? His narrative, his dialogue is on point. He is on point with sticking to the topic of calling out what the ops have clearly done in his perception, using his vision. I ain't seeing him popping around, trying to go and associate with this or this or this or this or that. And I have to tell you, the minute I start seeing that, I'm gone from Rated R. I don't fuck with different types of associations because you never know. Whatever the fuck you sitting back relaying messages and this or two, you never know how that shit gonna play out. So your best bet is just to fall back off of it. But I watched that panel, boy, and it just behooves me. And there's some other shit that behooves me, but I'm gonna hold on, to that shit and just shake my motherfucking head on it. Cause who you think that you fucking with ain't who you really fucking with. And that's on my mama. That's on my mama. Everybody has to clearly keep in mind that we are on a virtual fucking website or app called YouTube. Call YouTube. You don't go pouring all your fucking personal whatever into a fucking stranger's hand. The minimum, have a seat, grow with them 5 or 10 years. Miss Brown Sugar, y'all see her in the chat? Personally. In and out my house whenever the fuck she feel like it. I know her personally. You'll never see her come out here and put my fucking personal business out here on this fucking screen, and you'll never see me put hers out here on the screen. But she knows me personally. As I can sit here and watch all these people, try to chop Pap off. And they had no choice, because they ain't know shit about me. They know that I'm not intertwined in all they fucking bullshit. They know it. They ain't got nothing to say. No, nothing. All they could do to Pap is call Pap a motherfucking name. That's it, and that's all. But I listen to Bookham sit out there where she don't know. She don't know this. Oh, I know a little bit more than the fuck you think I know. Just because I don't talk it out here and I'm not a motor mouth like your motherfucking ass, not my motherfucking problem. I'm not a motor mouth, dude. I ain't got to tell every goddamn thing. You say, then the fool tried to put down a person who, oh yeah, they do. They really would try to shit on you. I'm sorry, I be saying to Miss Kelly, I'm sorry. Cause you got some know nothing ass freaking niggas that then came out here to attempt to try to, help them out, verbally. He really did. And that shit got torn down. It's just despicable, It's despicable. However, my time is up. And that is pretty much all that I have to say. It's the association by, what they call it? Whatever. That shit is fucked all the way up. And I don't deal with people that I have felt that is elusive in this fucking bullshit. And I never fucking will. Never. I wouldn't give a fucking day if I have ever met any of these. I don't ever want to meet these goddamn people because they are all fucking despicable to me. Despicable. Integrity is nowhere in their fucking vocabulary, in part of their lives. None of them actually have it at all. None. And it's just sickening. Arguing about some goddamn way you bought the shoes. That motherfucking shit ain't fucking irrelevant, and that ain't gonna get him in motherfucking jail. It's not. But these come from all of the people that is now all of a sudden a internet fucking attorney. Speak the shit that you know that has some premise behind it, provocation of picking this nigga back up. Or breaking them down. Breaking them down. Even though he's never going to fucking admit it. They said that in the paperwork that they went through all of this stuff. And now, Booker may have had said something that may be relevant, right? And that is how in the hell, let me see how to say this, right? Without being judgmental on Jennifer Bonjean, but okay, let me see. With Jennifer Bonjean being Mr. Kelly's attorney, and the motions and stuff was put in to unseal the documents of the transferring and XYZ of information about Mr. Kelly's emails, right? So there are some things that I believe that they had refused to give her. Right? So I'm listening to Booker, and he sits over there to say that, well, this is what I would do. This is what was missed. Now, mind you, Mr. Kelly has a good lawyer, a very good attorney. Her background is impeccable, right? Been to law school, degreed up, you name it, got her own firm, yada, yada, yada. And then I sit over here and I listen to this nigga as if he's implying a lot of things that Jennifer Bonjean may have missed. Well, if she would have done this, well, this should have gone like this. And I'm saying to myself, but nigga, how the fuck is you over here outsmarting Jennifer Bonjean? What makes you think that she didn't do that? and it's just not out here, or or something like that, right? Anytime you sit on a screen to fantasize or to even outspeak or be outspoken up over an attorney of her level, right? I call the bullshit on it. And period. Like, cut the fucking bullshit. Cut the fucking bullshit. But he just irritates me with the way that he speaks on quite a few things. Like, those things just went unforeseen. And I like, what, why? And if that's the case, if you are outsmarting and you're solving this whole problem about these emails, and he has an attorney, then I guess we can expect to see her, or hear or read her pull a lot of this shit off in her appeal, right? Right? Failure to comply with disbursement of documents. So I'm sure that's against the law. I'm sure that anything that an attorney asks for, they supposed to give it to her. So why was this information withheld? Stuff like that. So it's like, let her figure it out instead of sitting on fucking live like you're clearly outsmarting a fucking an attorney like that. I'm like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Because had you had all the fucking brilliant fucking ideas and how a case should have went, then nigga, your ass missed your goddamn life and being a motherfucking attorney and making damn near $500 a fucking hour, where you don't have to go out and not to not be able to know what's the difference of why your motherfucking car wouldn't start. This nigga don't know well, I didn't know if it was a electric wire or was it the fucking battery. And you should never say no bullshit like that on fucking camera, and Papoose is back here behind the scenes watching that shit. I can get in my motherfucking car and know if it's a wiring or if it's a fucking battery. Period. Everybody in the fucking world that drives a fucking car should know that if you turn your fucking car on and you have no lights and no this, no radio or whatever, that most likely, Bookham, is the fucking battery or the fucking alternator, not a fucking wire. A wire is not going to prevent your fucking lights, or unless it's the wire to the fucking lights or whatever, to not fucking start. It will cause some malfunction somewhere. But nigga, when you sit your big motherfucking ass on that screen talking about something you didn't know, whether if it was a wiring or a fucking battery that prevents your fucking car from starting, I suggest you take mechanic classes instead of trying to be a fucking lawyer. You just all the way fucked up, nigga. You just all the way fucked up. When the last time you take a little ragla ass car to motherfucking to the shop any fucking way? You probably ain't had a goddamn tune up in fucking year any goddamn way. We know that, cause ain't no telling how long you had Sylvia car and you just now realize it ain't no fucking oil stick in it. Fuck you do. Just jumped in it and drove off. You ain't even go through the motherfucking car. That's a whole fucking nigga that was just happy to have a fucking car. You should have took one fucking mirror and went all around to make sure every component is attached to the fucking car. Or maybe that was a fucking shit show too. Who fucking knows? I only do him because you irritates my motherfucking ass. But you're laughable. I gets to sit up and laugh at the bullshit. And I'm going to have to pray that most of them women, being a woman like me or these other women out here, just come for your bullshit. Because if they sitting up there sponging this motherfucking bullshit you speak into their fucking heads and then following through on it, they whole motherfucking life going to be fucked up too if it ain't already fucked up. You are clearly just a clown. You're clearly a clown. That motherfucking shit you did at that church told it all. Told it all, boy. Ballers want to ball. Players want to play. Haters are going to hate. You going to walk it out. That's my favorite video though now, Booker boy. But I showed that video damn near to about 50 people over the screen. We be in here cracking up on that damn video book. That book of fun, motherfucking funny as hell. I just go walk it out. You need to walk something out. Now you wants to read the paperwork and find all about Deshaun Mighty Lease. You did your job, and allegedly, according to what I have determined, somebody done already paid you for your job. So your job now is complete, though. And now you wants to stand your fucking ground really hard now because you see them two families over there fighting or whatever with the third amigos in the middle. Boy, bye. If only Mr. Kelly people that really truly supported him would have saw your ass coming out the gate the way you trying to come out in the fourth motherfucking quarter, then maybe you'll have a little bit more respect from these people. Maybe if you would have taken Mr. Kelly's case as serious as you trying to do right now, maybe you'd have had the majority of the freaking followers to condone or to comply or to accept your type of leadership that you're putting now. But you came out the gate a clown, and you're going to leave as a fucking clown. That's it. Your trust and your integrity, nigga, that shit been gone. Been gone. Been gone. You come out here with all of the bullshit. I just started telling the people what they wanted to hear. That ain't how that motherfucking shit go when you 10 toes deep for a nigga. Now, that ain't how it go. You still stand on your integrity because your integrity is going to sell your truth and people are going to buy it. But right now, your truth means absolutely nothing. Nothing. And because you got your receipts walking behind Canny and walking in the courtroom with R. Kelly, we don't know. We don't know if that was your part or not. We maybe that was your part to see what Mr. Kelly might have been whispering up in there. So now that Mr. Kelly dropped his fucking song about all my people that smoke by hoagies or whatever the fuck that he smoke on or drank my liquor and all that shit, I am satisfied with knowing the fact that all of his people around him was fucked up. Fucked up. But I got to go. I ain't said enough. I'll see y'all Saturday. No, I got to go to Chicago Saturday, y'all. So it's time to go see my mom's and do some mopping and helping her out with some things that she needs. So I might have to change my live till Sunday night for, we're doing relationship. Because I need to do a run down on the shit that, and I know y'all know. You don't believe this motherfucking shit out here about people spitting relationship testimonies and solving problems and all that shit about it until these motherfuckers tell you about what happened to their motherfucking shit. I only listen to people that, been in it long term, 50, 60 years, anniversaries and shit like that, because that tells me that they know the real thing about fucking relationships and the ups and the downs and the stuff about that, but still were able to ride their marriage out. Them the people that I try to listen to, advice. I may get some up in here. We got a couple up in here been together over 20 some years, and I go to them first, before I will a motherfucker that been fucking divorced, a man or a woman 4, 5 motherfucking times. Nah, you got to know that there is some misery somewhere in they motherfucking junk pile. Fuck that. But y'all have a good day and stay blessed. And I'll see y'all one or two of those days. Maybe I'll come on at my mom's house on my phone. But y'all have a beautiful day. This shit is despicable. Association, can't flow with it. I just can't do it. Because toxicity is a virus. And if you align yourself with toxicity, I always say that now there's a little bit in you as well. I refuse to let any of it jump off on me and change up the way that my life is and my soul and my heart. I refuse to do so. I can rebuke it like it ain't nothing. I want to hear shit you got to say. Fuck on out of here. Bye, you guys.